Fellow LEGO Star Wars fans, it is with the utmost pride and sincerity that I present to you another LEGO Ambassador Network leak of the LEGO Star Wars UCS AT-AT box. We have all of the things we have wanted to see now. Literally 5 minutes after I uploaded my last video about the UCS AT-AT, we now have a full picture of the interior of the AT-AT that I can once again share with you because there are no watermarks on the image. Although I highly suggest after watching this video, go check out my original video about the UCS AT-AT leaked image. I have a lot more info there. This will be just talking about these interior and box pictures. So we'll start with the top of the box here. It shows off the top head of the AT-AT and the proper Imperial logo on the box. Can you believe it? They did it again. They got it right. And we can see the 9 minifigs that we're getting here, the just a bonus minifigs. We have 4 stormtroopers, or snowtroopers rather, and 1 snowtrooper that's a snowtrooper commander. I, in this picture, cannot tell the difference between that at all, so that's whatever. We also have the AT-AT drivers, and we have General Veers with those dual molded legs that I had mentioned in my previous video. And of course, Luke Skywalker in 1-to-1 scale off to the right there. We also can slightly see what the front of the box is going to look like. It's the AT-AT, can you believe it? Now, the other image is much more interesting for what we want to be talking about here. It is the full back of the box, which basically just spills all the beans on what's going on with this set, and that's really exciting. So if we look on the right side, it looks like the head can swivel left and right by using a knob, potentially. There's a couple arrows in the body area of the AT-AT, and then there's also the arrows at the front. Just kind of seems to infer that you would turn the knob or something there, and then the head will turn. It looks like the cannons at the front can be pushed in to simulate firing, so that's pretty neat. We've got a few images at the bottom of the AT-AT in episode 5, and then we can see the display stand kinda at the bottom of this image. Very blurry, but we can assume it will have some information about the AT-AT walker. And on the left there are the dimensions, which we definitely cannot make out. You can see that panel that I was talking about that you could lift up to access part of the interior. And then you also have another image of Luke at the bottom of the AT-AT with his cable. We have a lot of details, a lot of which I don't even know like the names for. It looks like some piping and stuff going on in there. Like I had mentioned in my previous video, I haven't looked up all the info on what is going on with the AT-AT and what's what mechanically inside, but it looks like there's a lot of cool stuff in there. You have a lot of seats for troopers. It's, to me, kind of reminiscent of the AT-OT with dropship set from the Clone Wars, obviously in 2009. Just a lot of seats inside of this build. I mean, just a rough estimate, maybe about 15 or 16 seats in there. That's just going to hold a lot of snowtroopers. It's going to go really well with that battle pack that's supposed to be coming out next year. That's really cool. And then we also have an area in the middle with the E-Web blaster. It looks like to the right of that snowtrooper, and potentially a little hole in the bottom there that Luke can throw his detonator into. I'm not 100% sure. I can't tell. It's way too blurry, but it does appear like that is going to be something they've worked into the design. We also have the speeder storage at the back. So we actually have 2 snow speeders in the back of the build, which looks really cool as well. Really love that. And just the interior is really awesome looking. I like that it's kind of outlined in black, so you can kind of ignore the outline of it. And then I also find the area between the floors to be kind of interesting. I'm not exactly sure what pieces those are. They just look like cylindrical pieces, maybe in like a dark tan or something, or a dark orangish color. But they definitely break up the design quite a bit and look very unique compared to everything else that's going on in the build. And then if we look to the head of the AT-AT, you can see General Veers at the back and your 2 AT-AT drivers at the front for the AT-AT head. It does not appear there will be any way to transition your minifigs through the neck of the AT-AT, which is to be expected. It is a very integral part of the sturdiness of the head, so you have to have that. Now, looking to the legs, we get a bit more of an idea. We have some pretty fat feet. I mean, those are going to be really sturdy, I think. The thing with the legs posability, though, is this little bit. I had skipped this because I wasn't sure what it is, but I've come to find out that it is apparently literally like a screwdriver in this set that you have to use to adjust the posability of the legs. It's not like the playset AT-ATs where you can just kind of snap the legs a little bit and they'll move into a different position. Apparently you have to use this screwdriver to adjust the angle at which the legs are. It seems like that may be the compromise that they had to make this work. I don't see it as a big deal. This is something that is obviously not a, I mean, I guess they got the interior, so it's kind of a playset, but like, let's be honest, it's not a $160 AT-AT in that sense. And basically what you have here is something where if you need to adjust it, the little screwdriver's behind the stand, you pull it out, you adjust it the way you want it, and then you put it on your display for literally like a year and don't touch it, because that's what like 90.9% of people do with UCS sets. So that's, I think, why they decided that would be okay, I guess. I don't know. I don't dislike it immediately. I have obviously had no interaction with it. I don't know if it's a pain in the butt to use, but it's there, and so for what it's worth, that is the way that is apparently going to work, for better or for worse. Anyway, if you enjoyed, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and if you have anything to say, leave it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. M&R Productions out.